In this tutorial, we will talk about and demonstrate how to enter annual resource requests. So after updating a strategy, it might be necessary for the department to request resources that support the work of the strategy. To do this, you'll submit a new ARR to request resources. What you need to do is click on the annual resource request to create a new ARR that's tied to the planning strategy. Please note that an ARR submitted without first completing the strategy update may result in the wing not prioritizing that ARR. This means that the ARR will not be moved forward for funding consideration. When you select the ARR tab, you will notice that there may be other ARRs already submitted for prior years. Please do not edit these. Funding prioritization and funding results have been entered and tied to each of these requests, and so changing them does not move your ARR into the prioritization cycle. What you need to do is add a new ARR by selecting the green circle off to the right. Once the form is open, you need to complete it. The first field asks departments to give a description of the ARR. Please note that there's a maximum of 500 characters for this field, but give a description. The next field asks for a justification. It's best if you state the rationale for the request, tying it to the planning strategy that it supports. Describe the impact of the request in terms of data such as the number of students, the percentage of a program, or the number of employees who will benefit. This justification will be used in the prioritization process. The next field is request type. Review the ARR category details documents in the right side data view to ensure that your ARR is placed in the correct request type category. If you do not request correctly, your request may not be prioritized. The next field is request year. Simply select 25-26. The next field asks for a cost estimate. Enter the cost estimate in numbers only, no dollar signs, in the format such as 1000.00. Be sure to include taxes and fees if they are applicable. The minimum dollar amount for ARRs is $500 for support services and $1,000 for instruction. Requests smaller than these amounts should be routed through the department or division office. The next field asks you to supply cost estimates subsequent years and ongoing. So if this is a one-time expense, this would be 0. But if there's something that's going to need maintenance possibly or supplies to continue it operating, please indicate the estimated cost in this field. The next field, you need to indicate if the ARR is dependent on another ARR. An example would be computer rooms that need tables, computers, printers, monitors. All of these are tied together. So if that's the case, please indicate yes in this field. The next field allows a spot for you to explain how these requests are tied together. The next field is your department's priority. How does this ARR rank within your department? Please note that each ARR should be prioritized within the request category. So in other words, technology requests are ranked together, professional development requests are ranked together, etc. If there's a rationale category that applies, please indicate here. The impact of the request, is it by department, division, wing, or campus? Instructional departments can stop now, and then support services only will complete the last field. If you have any questions, please contact the Office of Institutional Effectiveness.